Hey guys, we're back. I'm Don. This is Rockin' a Country, where I react to or review non-pop country music. And that's sort of like a broad range. You know, there's bluegrass, western, Texas swing, could be red dirt, it could be folk. It just can't be pop country. Anyway, I don't know this song, but Steve Swags made a gift to the channel. So Steve, shout out to you. Thank you, my friend, for this. Toby Keith's Who's That Man? And I think you said in there that this was his second #1 hit, Steve. So I don't know the song. I don't know all of Toby's inventory, so to speak, or his catalog is better put. And you said it's okay for me to rate this one. So you even gave me, quote unquote, permission to, do this later after, the initial impact of Toby's passing, has sort of, I don't know, subsided a bit or what have you. So I'll rate this one. I'll rate it. And I've done, I don't know, 4 or 5 reactions since, or reviews since Toby passed. And so one way that I honor artists is that the first song after they pass, I don't rate. But I didn't rate like the first 3 or 4 or what have you, whatever I've done. So this one I will. Also, I'm wearing my Sopranos hat, Steve-O. Would you have liked to have gotten in on that action? Trying to bring Tony down? Yeah, that's an interesting thing. How many cops like shows like that? I don't know. Steve-O's a canine officer. I was thinking about you the other day. I was thinking about something about your dog, but I don't know why. Maybe I read a story or I don't remember what. But all right, Who's That Man? Interesting. When did this come out? It's like 80s?
Turn left at the old hotel. I know this boulevard much too well. It hasn't changed since I've been gone. This used to be my way home. They paved the road through the neighborhood. I guess the county finally fixed it good. It was getting rough. Someone finally complained enough. Fight the tears back with a smile. Stop and look for a little while. Oh, it's plain to see the only thing missing is me. That's my house and that's my car. That's my dog in my backyard. There's the window to the room where she lays her pretty head. I planted that tree out by the fence not long after we moved in. There's my kids and that's my wife. Who's that man running my life?
I did not see that coming. I've got all this imagery. I was thinking Miranda's song, The House That Built Me. Was that the inspiration for this? And then, whoop, it went in this direction. I thought it was just reminiscing. Okay. Someone else is with his wife. Evidently got divorced. With his ex-wife.
If I pulled in, would it cause a scene? They're not really expecting me. Those kids have been through hell. I hear they've adjusted well.
Ouch.
Turn around in the neighbor's drive. I'd be hard to recognize in his pickup truck. It's just an old fixer-up. Drive away one more time. A lot of things running through my mind. I guess the less things change, the more they never seem the same. That's my house and that's my car. That's my dog in my backyard. There's a window to the room where she lays her pretty head. I planted that tree out by the fence who's that man running my life? Yeah, that's my house and that's my car. That's my dog in my backyard. There's a window to the room.
Oh, I don't know if that was Toby's story, or, I mean, that's a lot of people's story. But that's the harsh thing, man, when relationships don't work out and you've got kids. I mean, when a marriage doesn't work out, it's not just boyfriend, girlfriend. He's got kids. There's his dog. There's the tree that he planted when they first moved in. There's his car. He's in an old fixer-up pickup truck, so the neighbors wouldn't recognize him if he pulled in by his vehicle, when he's doing like a U-turn in someone's driveway. But Jesus, that's too real. I mean, I don't have kids of my own and all that stuff, but I mean, I can identify with the pain that somebody would experience, the confusion, the line where he said, "Oh, my kids have adjusted well." It's like, oh God, that's good news, bad news. You're like, well, maybe I didn't matter that much. It's you want your kids to do well, and so that's the good news part of it. The bad news is that, like, they're doing well without me. Like, you want to matter as a parent to them, but whatever went wrong in this relationship, and I don't necessarily pin it on him. We don't have any information in this, so I remain neutral. I don't know what went wrong. Maybe she was difficult. Maybe she threw him out. Maybe she was having an affair with this guy. Whatever. I'm not sure. He's now driving a fixer-upper pickup truck. That tells you right there. That's a detail, though, that's brilliant, because the songwriter did that. The lyricist did that purposely to let you know that he's not doing great. This wasn't one of these guys that had all this money and was running around or what. Like, you could exclude a lot of scenarios in this storyline just by that one detail, that he was driving a fixer-upper pickup truck. Right? It wasn't just a pickup, because that could have been a new one. Souped up, everything. Fixer-upper. They wouldn't even recognize him. All right, Steve-O. Man. Yeah, and as far as, I mean, I don't know if this was early in his career. I'm not sure how long it took Toby to get a #1 hit, and this you said was his second #1 hit. So I'm not sure how long that took. For him to get there. Sometimes it takes a number of years. Back then, the labels were more patient in developing artists. They had A&R departments, artists and repertoire departments. Like Billy Joel, for example, I don't think he had a hit until, it might have been Captain Jack or Piano Man. It was one of those two, like, was his first big hit. But on his first two albums, I'm not sure if he had a hit. The Stranger came out not as his first album. I think Turnstiles might have come out first. I think Springsteen said the same thing. Like, his first two albums weren't big, but the labels developed the artist. Now it's more microwavish. They want you to come prepackaged with your songs. You develop in your computer, whatever, and they want that much more money sooner rather than later. So I don't know when this came out for Toby, but this is clearly Toby, his voice. And, in here you did have the repeat drum track, but the storyline was so compelling, at least to me. Like, when you've got his dog in the back, like, you could just feel this guy driving back there and seeing it. They paved the road. He's been gone a little while because they clearly paved the road. But I think you said the hotel on the corners, that everything else is the same, but they paved this road. So some time went by. This is very good storytelling, because it gives you a sense of time without being on the nose about it, without saying, 4 years have passed since I've been home. It's like they paved the road in the meantime. You're like, and I guess somebody complained enough. It tells you that time. Those are all ways of saying time has gone by since he's been back, and it kills him because his kids are there. So. All right, Steve, I'll rate this one, as I said in the beginning, as you said I could, or you desired for me to rate this one. So, All right, the number that popped into my head was an 8.9. So close to a 9. And it was all on the strength of the story. Okay, the instrumentation, there wasn't anything over the top, nothing super special about it, but the story line, I felt it. So on the strength of those sentiments, that's what we've got. So, Steve-O, thank you for this gift, my friend. And Toby, I mean, his music will live on. I know I'll be doing more reactions to his stuff down the line. I have no question about it. Maybe sooner, maybe later, but it'll happen. All right, guys, you can thank Steve Swags for that. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.